Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to morning news source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're now live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. The International Criminal Court barred in-person family visits for Rodrigo Duterte as his confirmation of charges hearing begins, leaving the 80-year-old to face a crucial stage without relatives. The Philippine National Police went on heightened alert over developments in the International Criminal Court case against Rodrigo Duterte, underscoring a deepening rift within the camp of Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ahead of the 2028 race. Ping Lacson challenged Edgar Erice and Antonio Tino to substantiate allegations linking Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to flood control kickbacks, saying the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee will not act on hearsay. Defense planners are assessing the impact of coastal radar systems recently handed over by Japan to the Philippines on monitoring the nation's vast coastline. Pakistan said it carried out airstrikes against militants in Afghanistan, where authorities reported children among the casualties. Domestic air travel surged to a record of 33.24 million passengers last year, soaring past the pre-pandemic levels and cementing the sector's full circle comeback. SB 19 launches a bold new era with a visa, signaling a sharper, more confrontational artistic direction. University of the Philippines snapped a 7-year Battle of Katipunan drought by rallying past Ateneo de Manila University in the UAAP Season 88 Women's Volleyball Tournament at the Mall of Asia Arena. Today is the 23rd of February 2026, Monday, and I'm Eliana Lacap, bringing you today's top stories. Let's kick things off with today's weather. Today, 3 weather systems bring cloudy skies and rains across the Philippines. The shear line affects the eastern, southern Luzon and Visayas, causing scattered rains and isolated thunderstorms in Albay, Sorsogon, Masbate, and northern Samar, with possible flash floods or landslides. The northeast monsoon brings light rains to Metro Manila, the rest of Luzon, Quezon, and Bicol. The easterlies meanwhile affect Mindanao, Palawan, and the rest of Visayas with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Winds are moderate to strong in northern and eastern areas, light to moderate elsewhere, with moderate to rough coastal waters in affected regions. Now for a traffic update. Light traffic is reported from Libis-Bay South to Balintawak Cloverleaf southbound at Balintawak Toll Plaza, Bukavu Toll Plaza, NLEX Drive and 9 to NLEX Harbor Link Interchange southbound, and San Fernando northbound and southbound lanes. Approaching Mindanao Toll Plaza, motorists may encounter an approximate 100-meter vehicle queue. Counterflow for southbound motorists is suspended. All other areas of NLEX, SOTEX, and NLEX connector, including toll plazas and interchanges, are experiencing light traffic conditions. Now let's move on to this morning's headlines. Former President Rodrigo Duterte will undergo the confirmation of charges stage without in-person family visits at the International Criminal Court in The Hague, where he has been detained since March of 2025. Following his arrest at Ninoy Aquino International Airport. He faces 3 counts of crimes against humanity tied to alleged anti-drug killings that began in Davao City and then nationwide. Judges denied the key defense requests, and the hearings will decide if the case proceeds to a full trial. Now, the Philippine National Police has heightened security ahead of former President Rodrigo Duterte's ICC confirmation of charges hearing, anticipating possible protests amid rising political tensions. The alert reflects both safety concerns and the widening rift between the Duterte and Marcos camps, fueled by Duterte's ICC arrest at Ninoy Aquino International Airport and Vice President Sara Duterte's 2028 presidential bid. PNP Chief General Jose Molencio Nartatos Jr. stressed the professional, peaceful crowd management, pre-positioned response teams, and standby medical personnel, urging the public to stay calm and avoid confrontations as political and legal developments unfold. Now, Senate President pro tempore Ping Lacson rejected allegations linking President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to flood control project kickbacks, calling them hearsay and daring the House Minority Leaders Edgar Erice and Antonio Tino to investigate themselves if they have evidence. The accusations involve the purported text messages between Marcos and former legislative liaison Adrian Bersamin, reportedly relayed by Batangas Representative Leandro Leviste. Lacson emphasized the Blue Ribbon Committee will act only on verified evidence, labeling the claims triple hearsay, and warning against using unverified allegations to launch a political witch hunt. Now, Japan has handed over coastal radar systems to the Philippines. It's the first official security assistance project for the country, valued at 600 million yen. The radars will enhance maritime domain awareness, helping the Philippine Navy detect surface contacts, support intelligence and surveillance, and also aid disaster response and search and rescue operations. Defense Secretary Gilberto C. Chodoro Jr. stressed the equipment is part of a broader modernization plan to close gaps in monitoring the nation's vast coastline. Its impact will rely on proper installation, integration, and efficient real-time information sharing. For international use, Pakistan launched multiple airstrikes on militants along the Afghanistan border, targeting 7 sites tied to the Pakistani Taliban and an Islamic State affiliate. Afghan authorities reported dozens of civilian casualties, including children, after homes and madrasa in Nangarhar and Pakita were hit. The strikes, the most extensive since October, followed recent suicide bombings in Pakistan. Afghanistan vowed a measured response. Tensions have escalated since the Taliban regained power in 2021, with previous civilian deaths, failed ceasefires, border closures, and ongoing disputes over cross-border militant activity. Now for business news, domestic air travel in the Philippines hit a record of 33.24 million passengers in 2025, surpassing pre-pandemic levels and signaling a full recovery, the Civil Aeronautics Board reported. Cebu Pacific led with 16.2 million passengers, followed by PAL Express, Philippines Air Asia, Cebgo, and Philippine Airlines. International travel also rebounded to 29.1 million, approaching the 2019 peak, with PAL and Cebu Pacific carrying most travelers. The figures underscore the strong resurgence of Philippine aviation, with both domestic and international flights back on a growth trajectory after pandemic declines. Now for entertainment news, SB19 opens 2026 with Visa, the first single of their new era, signaling a bolder, more confrontational direction. The song highlights challenges faced by Filipinos abroad, from visa restrictions to systemic barriers. Inspired by the group's own international tour experiences, members advocate for stronger support for Filipino talent globally, hoping to spark conversations and reforms. Musically, Visa features brassy textures, unconventional arrangements, and layered instrumentalization, blending satire and social commentary to match its daring, socially conscious message. Now for our sports news, University of the Philippines finally broke a 7-year losing streak against Ateneo de Manila University in the UAAP Season 8A Women's Volleyball Tournament, claiming a dramatic 5-set victory. Nina Itang led UP with 15 points, backed by Ira Haboneta, Fina Ali, and Kaisei Dongalo, as Ateneo fell short in the final frames. In men's action, University of Santo Tomas defeated the De La Salle University, but La Salle bounced back with a later match. with Giovanna Lapot scoring 22 points to secure the win. Now a quick look at today's horoscope. Today calls for charm and mindfulness, Capricorn. Your friendly nature makes others comfortable, helping cooperation flow easily. Be mindful not to act immaturely in front of loved ones. Approach interactions with experience and poise. Drape yourself in white, the color of perfection, and let it inspire a sense of clarity, balance, and refinement in everything you do today. Now, Katribo, did you know that on February 23rd in 1918, the Philippine legislature passed Act number 2760, authorizing the construction of a national monument to honor Andres Bonifacio, the father of the Philippine Revolution? Born in Tondo, Manila, Bonifacio founded the Katipunan and sparked the fight for independence with the 1896 cry of Pugad Lawin. Though he was executed in 1897, his legacy endured. The Bonifacio Monument in Caloocan, designed by national artist Guillermo Tolentino and unveiled in 1933, immortalizes his struggle. Its figures pylon and octagonal base symbolize the Katipunan's fight, the 8 revolutionary provinces, and 3 centuries of Spanish rule, serving as a lasting tribute to courage, unity, and patriotism. Now, this morning's viral is a TikTok video uploaded by @Rix that has racked up 4.8 million views, featuring a dog who hilariously doesn't realize he's probably on mute, leaving netizens to comment things like, "Naka-lowered na nga, naka-mute pa." Curious, Katribo? Let's watch this.
Gago na busis. Ay. Ay, ay. Uy, nagnatigog ta. Ay, kag. Gago.
Before we go, the confirmation of charges against former President Rodrigo Duterte begins today and runs until the 27th. Catch Tribune special coverage daily on our social media pages, Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. That's all for now, mga katribu. Join us again at 1 o'clock p.m. for more updates. This has been Eliana Lacap for Tribune News on Q.